Does Brock Purdy deserve a contract extension next year?
Hell, fuck no. Let's first off, we gonna start off by saying this, and I want everybody to listen up. How many times do I have to tell y'all about paying these subpar quarterbacks top tier dollar because of the position value? It makes no damn sense. These guys are average Joes. These guys are Sam Darnolds. These guys are, I'm just naming you some mediocre quarterbacks that you can kind of put in its proper perspective. This guy right here, Brock Purdy, is an average Joe surrounded by amazing talent. And obviously he went to a Super Bowl. You know, he did his thing or whatever. Good situation, whatever. But no Trent Williams this year. No Christian McCaffrey this year. No Brandon Ayuk this year. Defense not playing as well as it normally does on its average standards. Kyle Shanahan's still the damn head coach. He's still giving the play calls. Why the hell it don't look the same?
Because he don't have Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, but
Trent Williams,
but that's
people you just named.
Okay, but that's my point. That's why I wanted you to say. So why the no? Because you hear that you gotta say. So why would you pay all this money to a guy that's so dependent on other guys for him to be great? No, because look, let's go down the names. Josh Allen, we got rid of the top tier guys, like you said, and he is a good guy, by the way. I'm not saying this. This is what he's saying. He downgraded on skill position and damn near MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, skill position. They've been fishing for receivers, quote unquote, even though his game is throwing the tight ends and running backs. And is he not having an MVP level season? Is he not looking like a game changer without an ex receiver out there getting paid close to $30 million a year? Yes or no? Okay, so
let me chime in on this.
Because I got it, man.
Let me chime in on this. Did Tua get paid?
Yes.
So why wouldn't you pay Brock Purdy?
Because you're looking at the Tua situation, you like, well, damn.
Well, hold on. I could
if Tua got paid, why in the world would Brock Purdy not get paid?
No.
Now let's go back. Let's break down your earlier statement. You said you brought up Josh Allen.
That he better.
You brought up Lamar Jackson. You brought up Sam Darnold. You brought up all these guys. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, the Joe Burrows of the world. Shit. Mahomes. Those are dynamic quarterbacks. Those are guys you take and you insert into a situation and it all changes. Brock Purdy was a guy who might come in and run the offense right. But that's okay. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like we always want to take away from his situation. Like, if I'm put it on a team with Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, shit, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, shit, I'm going to want them to play too. I don't want to play no game without them.
But if the play level drops significantly low without them, what do we say then? I mean, at that point, is it you, or are you relying so much on your skill position players where your performance don't look? It's like a night day. Like,
I don't think the issue with the 49ers this year is Brock Purdy's production.
Oh my goodness!
I don't think the issue is Brock Purdy's production. We've seen games where just last week, Deebo Samuel dropping the pass. Deebo Samuel not playing his best. Like, Brock Purdy's putting the balls where they need to be.
And the defense.
I'm watching the 49ers. He's putting the ball on George Kittle. He's getting those guys open. They're dropping wide open passes. And I think it puts a lot on Brock Purdy, who's playing in a Kyle Shanahan system, to have to come out and throw the ball and deliver and be this in the pocket, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, dissect the defense type of quarterback. That's not his game. I think he's a guy who plays well, thrives in the system, and so it's okay. We're not asking him to be me personally. When I think of a quarterback who should get paid, I think of a guy who impacts winning. Now, if you got a dynamic athlete at your quarterback position, that's a plus. But ultimately, the name of the game is winning.
Okay, so Brock Purdy.
And even with that, what you said, they haven't just really had a bad year. What are they now? Like 6 and 7?
6 and 8.
6 and 8. They still can make the playoffs.
They're not.
I'll say this, and I'll allude to both of y'all's points. I'm gonna start off by trying to defend him before what he's saying. I understand that you don't want to pay guys to the level of who you would consider like average or mediocre, like Tua. But even with that being said, we gave Tua an ass beating last game. The play at quarterback would be significantly worse without him. And we've seen that for over the stretch of the year, which is why they did pay him because the level of offense that they were getting. I mean, people were questioning whether Tyreek Hill was a top 10 receiver when they had the backup quarterbacks in. I mean, like it was atrocious for them. And then to kind of help out with Brock Purdy's case a little bit, it ain't that many quarterbacks that can go to the Super Bowl.
And that's what I was gonna bring up.
And that's kind of like
sometimes we kind of get caught up on like who's hot as opposed to we think it's so easy just to dump the quarterback and go get another one. I think that's hard to do.
That's what I'm saying. I made that
It's
point.
hard,
I
bro.
made that point a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
It's like the grass it may not always be greener on the other side.
Trey Lance, prime example.
But at the same time, if I'm the 49ers, if I'm John Lynch, and I'm thinking to myself, with a perfect scenario, we walk out of the Super Bowl on the offensive side of the ball with the lead and lost it after a game-winning drive by Mahomes, with all of our perfect players in, offense, defense, everybody there for the most part.
You have to.
And then when, at the second that the season is over with and we transition to the next year, and guys start to get injured, or guys start to want the ball more, and guys start to, question whether to play on the football team, and the gap between a Super Bowl caliber team and a team that can barely scrap the way to a 500 record is widening, I'm putting myself in a position of hitting that pause button on giving him a contract. Because a quarterback is supposed to be able to answer a lot of problems that a team has. I mean, if you have a bad defense, a quarterback's supposed to go ahead and get you 30. If you have a bad play caller, a quarterback's supposed to improvise. If you have a bad running game, then that passing game needs to be elite. If you have a bad set of circumstances, you're supposed to do what you got to do. A bad hand that's dealt, you play with the cards that you have. And right now, Brock Purdy isn't doing that. At least not in an elite level to where the 49ers should feel rushed to give him a new hefty contract, in my opinion.
So I'm looking at and not even diving into the stats, I'm looking at the scores of the game this year. Without all these players, IU tearing the ACL, all these people getting hurt, that have basically been out McCaffrey all year, they're still putting up productive numbers. Like, they're still averaging 25, 26 points a game, 30 points a game. So I don't think it's Brock Purdy's fault or that you put a pause on paying him. I think he deserves to be paid.
Yeah.
If you don't pay him, who else you gonna pay?
Facts.
You don't have the draft capital to be able to wait, to pick 22, 23 and get a good quarterback. You don't have that opportunity. We don't have the luxury of going in free agency and, picking up another quarterback like that.
So do what the Rams did.
You'll get an older quarterback?
Get someone that you feel like is slightly better and ship them off. I mean, put all the poker chips to this 1 year. Since y'all looking for a Super Bowl, might as well just plunge. I mean, if you're not going to have a high enough draft pick to draft one of these top guys, and your talent isn't going to stay there forever. So, I mean, if you want to maximize what you can out of this roster, this is probably the last opportunity to do so. You want to put all your chips to the table.
It won't be this year because,
It's over.
It's over for them this year, to be honest. I think if they somehow, go on a run, they're still in that division with the Rams. You still got to see the Rams. What are they? The Seahawks and the Cardinals.
They got a losing division record.
I don't think they're gonna win that division or even sneak in the wild card. But I think if I'm John Lynch, me personally, I pay Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't give him a cent.
I pay Brock Purdy.
I would have waited.
He's the best at 30
because he got a
years,
year
bro.
left on his contract.
This is what, 4th year?
I think this
Third
is
year?
his.
And me personally, I don't want my quarterback going into his last year contract.
This is his third. I think his
Rookie
contract
quarterback
is fourth.
going into the last contract year without a contract. I think you gotta pay him. You paid everybody else.
I feel
But I
like
feel like you can't pay him at that position of value because of how valuable that that these other
Who's better, Tua or Brock?
toss-up, I can't tell you.
Okay, but you pay Tua, you gotta pay Brock.
if you paid,
I'm saying it's realistic going to happen, but should he get his money? No, absolutely not.
He'll be a top 10 paid quarterback.
The logic makes sense. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he for sure right. I'm saying I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I know it's going to happen, but I'm just not in agreement. So Brock Purdy deserving top tier money to.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think he knows top 3, top 4.
Yeah, I know you ain't saying that, but you're saying he's going to get paid.
He's gonna get paid. He's gonna get that 5 year, maybe 185, 200 extension.
That's a little light.
But
They get close to 300. So.
Nah, I don't think he should get close. I don't need personally.
His biggest strength towards negotiating is the fact that he left
He's
the
winning.
field with the lead over the two-time defending champ.
But they can hold it against him that this year without all the advantages that he didn't perform up to anywhere near those standards.
That's fair too. I just think for all intents and purposes, if I'm the general manager, I got 1 year. Realistically, I give him another year as far as like, okay, are you this guy that took us to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl in back-to-back seasons, or are you this guy where you need everything to come out picture perfect? Because they went through this rodeo before with Jimmy G.
He got 3,000 yards passing, number 13 in the league, 15 touchdowns, tied for 19. 9 picks, tied for 80th, and a QBR of 65.2, which is number 10.
Now we could blame injuries on that.
So that's without top guys. So I'm thinking add those top guys in.
That's true.
He's in that top.
I mean, but do you not throw the ball out when you're losing the game?
I mean, you do, but they haven't really been losing a lot of games though.
They lost 8 and they played 14.
But a lot of those games were close though.
That's true.
I mean, you still lost.
But it
Dak Prescott, he's the prime example. He was he let me down 21-28. He'll come back, lose by 3, and he threw for 500 yards, and everybody throw him a pity party because his stats look nice. I think stats don't tell the whole story. I think if you watch him play, he has spurts where he's good, and he has spurts when he's shit.
Yeah,
and
I agree, but that's any quarterback though.
No, but I'm saying I see a lot more shit than I see good, and I feel like that's why I'm saying he don't deserve any type of money to come in at max level or anywhere close to max level.